Hello everybody, I'm Sanji. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, thank you so much. I appreciate your checking me out. And if you have been here before and you know the drill, I want to take this time to personally thank each and every one of you. I appreciate your time. I know that you can spend it anywhere in the world. And the fact that you choose to spend some with me definitely does my heart good. So, without further ado, we're going to get into the next video. So for those of you that are new around here, all I ask, a couple of things. Check the video out. Make notes as you need to, because we're all here to just learn about each other. And then at the end of the video, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe, share, like, but most importantly, leave a comment. That's right. I want to hear your thoughts because, as I said, we're all here to learn and share. I give you my viewpoints on the subject matter, but of course, this is you, this is your life, and your experiences matter also. So we're here to learn from each other. Okay? So you got it? Just remember in those comment sections, please be kind to each other, respect each other's points of view, even if it's different than yours. Okay? Alrighty, so let's get into it. This video is about how to argue with your mate based on the sun sign. Now, it doesn't have to just be about a mate. It can be how you can have a heated discussion with a friend or family member. But this is really the goal of the video, is to help you effectively communicate with that other person, okay? Now, every sun sign has a different strategy for how they go about dealing with confrontation and conflict, okay? Now, some sun signs, that was a tongue twister, will avoid it altogether. They will avoid confrontation like the plague. They don't like it, they don't want it, and they're out of here. But there are other sun signs that they welcome it. They also might invite it in because they just like the energy and the exchange. So the point of this video is to help you navigate if you are one of those people that you avoid it like the plague, but your mate happens to enjoy mixing it up a little bit, okay? The problem here is that when those instances happen in our relationships with other people, it can also be the detriment of the relationship. I mean, if you have a partner that they just enjoy the drama of heated exchanges, that can be a little exhausting, even if you think the world of that person. Well, with a little astrological understanding and some conflict strategy resolutions, you can get your point across to your mate in the most effective way. And in some instances, not only will your partner hear what you're saying, I'll teach you how to win the argument. Now, clear communication is essential and the bedrock of any strong relationship, friendship, okay? Without communication, you're not gonna go very far because chemistry is only gonna go so far, but even in chemistry, there has to be effective communication, okay? And people actually associate the way you communicate with the type of person that they think that you are. For example, if your approach to conflict is to immediately fly off the handle because you don't think that you're being heard, well, those around you will label you a hothead. Is that true? Maybe, maybe not. But wouldn't it be better for people to understand where you're coming from so that they can hear your point of view as opposed to repelling the moment that they think that you're in disagreement? Because nothing goes anywhere. We have people that perhaps are quite strong in their delivery of their opinion. Doesn't mean that they're angry or that they're bullying you. They just may have a strong way that they deliver it. Well, if you're one of those people, you too can check out the video to perhaps soften your delivery so that people can receive what you're trying to say, okay? And did you know that by delving into your astrological sign or the astrological sign of the other person, perhaps your boss, you can definitely figure out a more effective way to communicate and be heard, okay? So now keep in mind, your sun sign is not the only determinant of how you handle conflict and conflict resolution, okay? You would have to look at the person's entire birth chart to get them figured out pretty much to a science. However, it can help, okay? You also want to take a look at a person's Mars sign. So you want to look at your Mars sign and the Mars sign of your partner or the person that you're trying to better communicate with, and that will give you an idea really on how to get through to the problem if this is an issue that is really concerning you, because a person's Mars sign rules their assertive and driving force behind their actions and their feelings. Your Mars sign is your verb, so that's what's your call of action. But we can take a look at the sun sign, and the sun sign will give us some clues on how to navigate conflict with that person, okay? All the 12 zodiac signs have their own specific way of communicating with other people, in particular, their partners, okay? So sit back, let's get ready. Let's take a look at how the sun sign for each person can be better understood and how you can take the knowledge of how they communicate and be heard more effectively. And if you play your cards right, win the discussion. Okay? So get your pens and paper ready. Let's get into it. Let's talk about how your sun sign has an argument. And if you're involved with that person, how you can score a win. Stay tuned right after this. How to argue with Capricorn. Well, there are easier things to do, but we're not going to shy away from it. Let's talk about it. How to argue with Capricorn. Well, Earth sign Capricorn, like Virgo, share a desire for logical arbitration. So first things first, make sure the argument makes sense. Okay, now Virgos, however, are mutable and they respond well to logic, where Capricorns are fixed. So what that means is their desire to be right will override their love of reason. That's right. Capricorns are in this thing to be right, to show you where you're wrong. So you need to know that when going into a dispute with the Capricorn, okay? Now, where Virgos will tally points and give you credit for where you've made validity and it makes sense to them, Capricorns, however, will devise a strategy to prove them right regardless of what facts you're putting on the table. They're going to hear you and they're going to say, okay, but still in all, X, Y, and Z, which points to their point of view, okay? And they're also going to stand strong in their reasoning, so make sure you tread with caution. Now, if you want to make an impact with the Capricorn that you're having a dispute with, be sure to listen intently to their side of things, okay? Making a Capricorn feel as though they're being heard goes a long way, because Capricorns are the most difficult of the zodiac signs to argue with. Okay? They just are. They didn't get stubborn as a goat for nothing. Yeah, Capricorns can be quite tough. But the number one thing you want to do in the dispute, make sense and listen to what they have to say. You want to make sure that it's known that you're listening, because using effective communication tools like, so are you saying XYZ? So is your point da da da? Okay, get clarification on what it is that the Capricorn is saying. All right, now you're going to be very careful with your words. Be clear in presenting your position and keep it logical, and try to eliminate your feelings out of the discussion as much as possible. Okay, you're going to remain calm. What you don't want to start is a yelling or an anger match, because chances are Capricorn's got you beat in that category. All right, allow them the time to make their own conclusions after hearing what you said. Now you're going to need to be strategic, as I said, and in presenting your argument, if you can find a way to adjust it to make the Capricorn think that the resolution is their idea, all the better. Okay, so you're going to have to really pay attention, hear what the Capricorn says, know what you want, and then try to devise a way in which you both win. That's basically the key to a dispute with a Capricorn. So because, let's face it, Capricorns don't have time for silly bickering. They just rather not be involved, because typically that means that somebody's feelings are involved and they really don't want to get into your feelings or theirs. They just don't. And if the issue doesn't really directly relate to Capricorn, they really don't care. They can be empathetic, of course. They're going to listen to what's happening with you. But if it doesn't directly relate to what they're working on, just take care of it yourself. They really don't care who's right or wrong in that. They don't want to be bothered, because Capricorn is busy working on Capricorn and their goals. Okay? Now, if it does involve them, however, you need to have a very good reason for trying to get them to adjust their plans and their point of view and to change their goals. Capricorns are fixed. They've got their mind made up. They've got a goal in front of them and they're going for it. The fact that you have an issue with what they're doing is not the easiest position to be in with them, and to stop them from keeping on their own momentum is an adverse reaction for Capricorn. So you need to have a really good reason why you're distracting them from obtaining their goals. Okay? Show them, however, when you do approach them, that your way of doing things is more efficient or will yield better results in the long run, and Capricorn's all over it. So if it makes sense and you can show them how they can win, preferably with less effort in a shorter amount of time, Capricorn's all over that, because they don't have a problem working smarter instead of harder. So if you can show them that in your argument with them, you will gain a lot of ground with Capricorn. Now, it's not always easy to know what a Capricorn is thinking. They're pretty guarded and they keep their cards close to their chest. So it can be difficult to communicate with them at times. Just keep in the back of your mind that behind Capricorn's hands-off, distant, sometimes a little cold appearance, they are very tender and affectionate people. Don't be thrown off by their sometimes cold or aloof attitude. That's just the Capricorn's guard, the Capricorn's way. Capricorn's paying attention and making sense of it all. Okay, so feel free that if you have an issue with Capricorn, they are approachable. People say it's hard to approach a Capricorn. No, it's not. They just don't want you to approach them with some bull mess. They just don't, okay? But if you have a legit reason behind what you need to say to the Capricorn in your life, by all means, go for it. Just prepare yourself with patience and address yourself to them in a frank but calm way. As I said, you just don't want to come out guns a-blazing. That is not how we do it. You want to be calm and present your point of view, and then you want to give them the opportunity to say what they need to say as well. Now, you can disarm a Capricorn by showing that what is important to them is also important to you. So you don't want to approach this as, okay, I know this is what you have, but what you want is not important. It's what I want. No, and that's not going to work. So you need to show that, okay, this is where you're going towards. If you have the same goal in mind, all the better. Point that out. That works wonderfully, okay? But to say that, you know, pick my way instead of your way just because this is how I feel it should be done, yeah, good luck with that. All right? Prepare ahead of time before your approach with the Capricorn. Know what it is that you want to say. As if you can take your feelings out of it as much as possible, again, all the better. They aren't the type to be unprepared for anything, and they certainly come prepared to battle. You know, some zodiac signs have to get ready for battle. Capricorn stays ready. Okay, so they don't ever have to get ready. So wherever you want to get it on, that's Capricorn is ready for it. So you want to make sure that what you have to say is solid, is factual, and you have a good game plan, or Capricorn's going to shut you down. Yeah. I told you, they're the most difficult sign to argue with. So you need to prepare. Prepare for battle is what I'm saying to you, okay? But we're preparing positively around here, okay? All right? No weaponry. All right, now, how to win. This is how you win in an argument against Capricorn. When arguing with Capricorn, approach it as though you're fighting with your boss and your job is on the line. Yeah. So if you're fighting with your boss, you're not going to come in there and be all disrespectful and loud and crazy, but you are going to want to be heard. You're going to approach it respectfully, and you have an expectation of a resolution. That same mindset is very effective when arguing with a Capricorn, okay? In other words, you have to make your point, but somehow make them look good while doing so. You see what I mean? Like you go in with your boss and you say, okay, this is what's happening, and I did X, Y, Z, and I didn't get this result. However, if you make me the point person on this project, you know, I'm going to get it done, and it will make you look good because I'm so efficient at that. So that's the mindset, that's the type of energy you want to approach a Capricorn with in handling your personal disputes with them. You need to show them some sort of personal gain, and they will be willing to agree with you, okay? Since Capricorn believes most people can't get it done the way that they can, and therefore that's why they just plod along and do a lot of things themselves, you need to show them how working with you in this specific point benefits them, frees them up to do something else, and you both win in whatever this dispute is, okay? You're going to be sure to appeal to what Capricorn values most: money, status, and achievements, okay? Capricorns like to achieve. So if you can show them that this dispute, handling it in such a way benefits them and progresses you guys further towards the established goal, Capricorn's going to see it your way. And if all roads lead to a win for Capricorn, they will concede to you and you will win. Okay? So that's how you do it. You have to be very strategic. Again, as I said, do not go in guns a-blazing. You're going to lose. They didn't know that you were gunning for them. Capricorn, like I said, stays ready. So that's not the approach you want to have. You want to go back, rewind the tape, listen, be strategic, be prepared, stay calm, keep it factual, show them how you both win. Because in any disagreement, you both have to give a little bit, lose a little bit, but hopefully gain a lot. And that is the whole point. And again, remember what I said, if it doesn't really affect them and it really doesn't have anything to do with them, just go ahead and take care of it and just let Capricorn know what happened. Aftermath, okay? They'll enjoy hearing your story. All right, so there you have it. That's how you dispute with a Capricorn. Are you a Capricorn? You have a Capricorn in your life? Did I leave something out? Would you like to add to the discussion? Be sure to put it in the comment section below. I will meet you there, and definitely check out what it is you have to say. If you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't be afraid to tell a friend about it. Let them know. Let them come on over, check it out, and chime in on the discussion. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all, each and every one of you. See you in the comment section.